Hello, welcome. In this video, we are going to teach you how to go on the Socialware website in order to get your registration ready for Socialware. So I'm Laura. I'm going to represent the students here on this video. So I will be like one of the students on the team. And next to me is Emre. Yeah. He's working for an NGO.
Hello guys, I'm Emre. I'm working for You Start Belgium as an expansion manager. We help students to establish their startups and develop and help them through the whole process of creating a startup and developing the idea towards the realization of their idea.
Okay, great. So Emre is on the DMA program as well. So he hasn't signed up for Socialware yet. And this is what we're going to do with him in order to have everything ready for the Google Ad Grants for Nonprofit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to guide you guys through all the steps. So bear with me. All right. So we have gone to the website of socialware.be, and you could actually get to that website by entering this URL, or you could actually go to the DMA platform and click on the register button from there. As you can see, our Socialware website is now in Dutch. In case you or the NGO don't speak Dutch, you can switch actually the interface language to French as well. At the moment, there is no interface language available in English, so this is how you should go. We have chosen for the Dutch interface language, but we will do the rest of the presentation in English. So to start with, this is absolutely necessary that you do this together with the NGO, because there will be a lot of information asked from your NGO itself. So what I actually did is I asked Emre to prepare himself. I sent him an email with this link and showed him what kind of information we all needed here. So Emre actually prepared a Google Doc sheet with all the information here, so that I can now easily copy paste to the Socialware website. So first of all, the name. Well, we have decided to go for this You Start Belgium account name. Then the email address. It's very important that you note that, and it's indicated here in Dutch, that you take an email address with the domain name of your organization. So for Emre, it should be actually the domain name of youstartbelgium.com. In case your organization or your NGO doesn't have a domain name like that, but uses just Gmail or any other email program, well, reach out to the frequently asked questions on the platform, because we will have a workaround solution for you there. Password, of course, that's going to be a password specifically. So yeah, I'm going to type that in right now. Right, and I have to repeat it once again. All right. So, because Socialware is for Belgium, we need to pick Belgium here. You could pick Luxembourg as well. It's going to be non-profit. Emre, let me the word to tell you why you choose for a certain activity.
So as we are an organization towards students, we choose to be an organization where we help. So we provide support to students. So that's why we chose for this one, andere steun voor de studenten in Dutch. So it means other support for students. It's very broad, but at least you're sure to be concerned with that choice.
It's definitely going to be general, but a good category for them. Okay, so Once again, this is why you need the NGO to help you set up, because you will need a national number, like an entrepreneurial number from the NGO. So I have asked Emre this beforehand, and now I can just copy paste this number from my list, which is right here. It's not necessarily all needed, all this information. In case you don't know, you can repeat the number, because in Belgium it's often the case that both entrepreneurial number and national number would be the same number. Not all NGOs require to have a VAT number, but in case your NGO has one, it's very easy. You just start with BE and you copy paste your national number behind it. If you don't have it, just leave these fields blank. Then we come to the practical data of the organization. So we have all of this prepared as well, which is here. You start Belgium, then we have our address, which is in Waterloo. City and the postal code. And then we needed, oh yeah, first of all, how do you want to receive the communication? Well, in the end, at the NGO, I think most
in our case, it's in French.
It's in French. So this is, we have the interface in Dutch, but in order to receive the information in the language that most people at the NGO speak, we choose French here. And here you can see that we actually support English as well. And then the number, it's going to be national number, so including the 32 for Belgium. And you see an example here, so we don't include the plus sign. The website, you see that you need to add the HTTP or HTTPS request with it. An easy thing would actually be to just have the website open, just trying to do that now, and copy from there, so then you know for sure. So this is the website, and we just paste it in entirely, and the HTTP request is already there. This is information that only your NGO would have, so I would actually go here and copy that number. Don't add any numbers after the comma, so it should be an entire number. So a couple of more information. Do you want to receive the newsletters, Emre? Would you like to? Why not? Okay. I select this. How did you learn about Socialware? Well, in our case, it's actually through the DMA program. So I'm picking here Google for Nonprofits, and I can actually add a detail and add DMA. Now, what is like the mission of your organization? And this is something, if you don't know, or if your contact person at the NGO is not fully couldn't really answer that question very quickly, it's a good idea to go to the website and actually read the About Us page. And that is exactly what we did. We actually just copied that. We strive to become the entrepreneurial playground for students, a key actor in Belgian startup landscape. So we can just copy this, go back to our register form and just write that down. Then some other information, amount of PCs of the organization. This is meant to be like for the people that actually bought and paid their PC for the organization itself. So we're not including people that have their own PC. So
in our case, it will be the founders, which are 2 people.
Okay, but then you will work with more than 2 people?
Yes, we are 12 in total.
So the rest of the people are using their own PC.
Their own PCs.
All right, good. So organization contact information, you don't need to change anything here. Here you need to say that you're not discriminating any of the like the character of your organization is non-discriminating, yes. And then the contact persons, pay attention here, because that shouldn't be the student, but that should actually be the contact person of the NGO itself. So here I can actually copy this information, and I'm just writing down the first name and last name. I'm copying your function. The telephone number, we had it before. We are going to use the same telephone number here. And your email address should be here somewhere. Going to use your personal. All right. Here you go. Then, privacy policy. If you want to know more what is going to happen with your data, you can definitely check the links here. If you want to know more about Techsoup, because this is going to give you in the end the token for Techsoup, there's a link here as well. So I'm going to quickly just tick the box, use the CAPTCHA as well, and we're ready to go. So we have filled everything out now. We're ready to go. Is there anything you want to double check, Emre, or do you? We
can check a little bit, but I guess we're fine.
Yeah, so as we have prepared well, we can just quickly go through everything.
We're good to go.
Word, Emre.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so we're good to go. So let's just click on the button here. And if all goes well, we have a success message.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's great. What we see here, thank you for your registration. And what you will see as well is a couple of things that are going to happen. So first of all, in your emails, you will get a validation message. And this will be, of course, the email address of Emre, not my email address as a student, but Emre. So please keep in touch with your NGO and ask them to forward the emails they get from Socialware in order to keep track of what is happening. As well, because we have created a login and a password, Emre can now double check on the Socialware website to see how the process is going with the registration. Well, because I already did this for a dummy account, I have received a similar email already from Socialware, and I'm going to change my screen now to my emails to give you an idea. So here I get an email from donations.socialware.be, and they thank you for my registration. And in order to actually confirm my registration, I need to click on a validation link. So this is absolutely necessary to complete this process. Another thing, and this is very, very important for you guys, in order to complete the process, is to send a copy of the acts or a copy of this, how would you call that in English?
Statements,
statements, registration, all like when you started up your NGO, you have some kind of a official document that states who is starting up this NGO, what is the focus on the NGO, and there are a couple of signatures there. This one, you need to send it through email or per fax to Socialware. So Emre has already done that with me, and it was actually really a copy of several pages in PDF format, and we have sent it to Socialware already. So normally it's indicated here within 4 working days you will get feedback from Socialware, but because this is the DMA program, it's going to be much quicker